been approximately, I don't know, length of time since I last did a Steven Universe video, but I still, in that time, have had so many people ask me to do more Steven Universe songs, and I was like, I don't even know what other songs there are. Turns out there's a lot because they do a hell of a lot in the show, but also in the movie, which I've barely touched. What's also funny is back then, I got told a lot that I looked like Zach Callison, and since then, he's changed his appearance a little bit, and he even has longer hair now. You know who else has longer hair now? This guy. So I thought I would honor the lookalike contest by starting with a Zach Callison solo song. But before we start, I thought I'd let you know that I have a gaming channel. There's a link in the description below, as well as a link to my Patreon, where you can see uncut versions of my reactions and hear me swear fully uncensored if you're into that sort of thing. I'd also love if you join my Discord and follow me on Blue Sky. Just go at me and say, I hate you, and that's it. No context. So the first song, this beautiful solo, is called Change.
I can make a promise.
Dreamy. Honestly, I feel like each time I do a Steven Universe song, I forget that I quite like Zach Callison's voice in kind of like any version. Right here, he's doing like a talk sing. Also, I guess the Steven Universe movie was when he was older, right? Yeah. Because his voice even sounds a bit more gruff and interesting here too. Yeah, this is gonna be a Mr. Callison fanboy video, right?
That I can make a change.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be about him changing, but he's talking about having impact on people. Again, I don't really know the plot of the Steven Universe movie, but in saying that, I also love coming into these things blind. I have always thought that Steven heavily underestimates what he can do. I mean, maybe it's just me thinking that like he's kind of a god, right? Like a little bit. And like, yeah, maybe he's not as powerful a god as some of the other gods that he's around, but he's still a goddamn god. That was kind of fire. Although this music sounds a little evil. Do we get evil Steven arc? This sounds like a villain intro. Okay, now it just sounds like an old Nintendo game. I really thought that we would get the vocals carrying out this whole thing, but we're getting an instrumental and I'm here for it. When the hell has Steven Universe done a piece of music this kind of intense? I feel like they're all like, ooh, slow, chill. Even the sad songs are like just ukulele and like people sadly singing / talking to each other. This is like a big band and orchestra that's making him sound evil, but maybe that's just my wish, because yeah, I would love to see evil Steven arc.
Pretty bang on, not for this movie, but this is, I think, just before Steven Universe Future, where he has his whole other arc where he kind of does go evil.
Hell yes!
It's a bit later, but like this kind of leads into it.
Oh my god, why did I hear that in that? It's kind of him singing like, I can make a change, and it's like, wah, 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 nah, nah.
But kind of coming to terms with his mum being evil.
Like, oh, maybe I should follow in them footsteps.
No.
No, Steven wants to destroy the world. That's the change he wants to see, right? I don't remember ever like hearing strings in a Steven Universe, at least not like this. I feel like every other song is going to be a massive change of pace from this.
You can make it different. You can make it right.
Oh, see, no, that sounds positive now.
We don't have to fight.
I wonder who he is actually. Okay, falsetto man.
You can make a change.
He's very versatile. That's just what I like, because like I said, he had that kind of gruff tone. He sounded a bit deeper, and I kind of thought that was how the rest of the song was gonna go, and then we just get some lovely floating falsetto notes, and then he also runs it down into a full-bodied voice. Okay, yeah, sorry, it is definitely a Zach Callison fanboy kind of mood, but that's okay. Although I feel like the next song is also gonna make me. I forgot that it's Zach Callison in this too. I thought it was just gonna be Estelle, but it's Estelle and Zach Callison. Every time I forget that this is Estelle too. Like, although now I realize as I say that, I kind of do hope that we get the same kind of instrumental for this, because I want to hear Estelle sing over a backing track like that. Oh my lord. This song is called True Kinda Love. So it's Estelle, so would it be Garnet singing about, maybe it's not like necessarily romantic love, it could be like platonic love? Because I was like, I know that Garnet, I mean, well, Ruby and Sapphire have their kind of love interest thing, and Steven has Connie? Is that the name?
Hang on.
Nailed it. But I just feel like Steven Universe always takes it in directions I don't expect, so I'm ready.
When a difficult day goes by.
It's so chill already.
And when there's a thunder.
She just has a gorgeous voice. It's actually cracked.
Underneath the covers you huddle and hide.
And it's like, who do you hide with?
Open your eyes.
Like, open your eyes and see who's there with you. That's the true love.
Ooh, it's the truth.
I hate Estelle for this already, because just like that hook is already so goddamn catchy. I'm gonna be walking around singing this. You can look forward to this, Ruby. You'll just hear me washing dishes like, it's the true, it's the true. You ready for that? Always and forever. I gotta practice my Estelle impression.
It's the truth.
I can't really remember if I've heard Garnet and Steven sing together. I wonder what they'll sound like.
Everybody's looking for someone to blame.
Excuse me, stop being so good.
It's a game.
Zach hasn't even sung yet, but it's fine. I'm here for Estelle.
Direction that I like to choose.
Wow, that is it. Where is that going? She's like, winning and losing doesn't matter when you have the true... I guess it makes sense. It's kind of like when you have that right person who you work with and really enjoy being with, things kind of stop becoming about like winning or losing, or at least winning or losing as yourself. You're kind of like a pair going through life together. And that's really freaking sweet. I guess that gets taken to another level when you are literally a pair of people together. Like Garnet. I could fall asleep to this, especially if you just hit me with an instrumental like this. What is this, like, lo-fi beats to study or do work to? What's the name of the... I feel like I'm gonna spend the whole video just like... Bro, like a little piano solo, like keyboard solo? Okay. This is so weird. But wait. If she's sung this whole bit, does that mean Zach's gonna sing the rest? I want them to sing together, please. I was about to say one of the dumbest things. I was gonna be like, wow, this makes me think of like space with how atmospheric it is. I wonder why. I can honestly say I didn't expect such extended instrumentals. I kind of love it though. There's so much depth to this though. More strings too. So, hell yeah. What else am I meant to do except for vibe, man? Sounds like voices coming in a sec, maybe?
You
Oh, God, I thought that was Estelle again for a sec.
problem. We can get the
Yes, they are singing together.
hardest part with you.
What was I talking about with Zach's voice before, like the versatility? I don't know why I keep getting surprised by it, because he was doing his regular voice there and then I just forget he just slides into beautiful highs with absolutely zero effort.
It's the truth.
It's just so goddamn sweet. There's always something so pure about these songs, man.
Kind of love.
Stop making me so happy, Steven Universe. I'm meant to be cynical and sad.
It's the truth.
Oh my God, girl.
Love.
You know what's funny is that feels like a song that should have felt repetitive because there was like a lot of that same chorus and a very long instrumental, and yet somehow that 5 minutes felt like it flew by and I was having a great time all the while, and now I'm seeing, well, I said Chad Steven and Ruby immediately corrected me that it is not Chad Steven, it is Greg.
Greg and Steven.
Fused?
Together.
I will say I am unnerved by the extra arm. I am assuming there's another one on the other side because like having just 3 arms is weirder than having 4 arms. That feels more right to me. But hey, at least now there's more hands to shred on some guitar, right? Greg, Steve, Grieve, Steg. This song is called Independent Together. And now that I think about it, is that song title also kind of talking about fusion, where our own beings, but like we're our own beings together? And then I guess that's also kind of an allegory for what I was saying before about relationships and love, where yeah, you're both your own separate people that do your own separate things, but you're both also kind of a unit that's working towards the same goal, right? It kind of feels like it's about accepting your individuality while also accepting being part of something, and I love that. Yep, well, there are 4 arms, and it's funny that I was talking about having more hands to shred with because he has a double neck guitar. Of course he does. Wait, I forget that Greg's like a musician too, isn't he? I can't get over it, but I'll just try to get it out of my system right now. He looks like a Greek god, and I love it. Is his voice gonna sound different too? Like, I wonder if it'll still be Zach.
Is holding you back now.
I can't tell if it's still Zach.
Can push you around.
Even Pearl's like, oh my God, how do I resist? If Pearl starts dancing, I'll lose my mind. That like shocked her.
Isn't the thought enough to lift you?
I think that is a different voice. Is that Greg's voice?
Nothing
Oh my God.
is holding me back now.
Why Why does she seem like she's so I feel like Pearl is the last person that we get on stage and sing, but I love it.
What do I wanna be? I'm the master of me. Isn't the thought enough to lift me off of the ground?
I know that I could be very wrong with this, but I realized when I was talking about the idea of being your own person and also being part of things, I was kind of exclusively talking about relationships, but it's also kind of like friendships or even like superhero god teams. I forget that Steven Universe dabbles in different kind of love too. It's not always romantic.
Independent together we can fly.
It's weird because it sounds like him, but not.
Independent together.
So when Greg and I love how fabulous that was. Like the arms are still kind of freaking me out, but like seeing one just kind of like feeling himself and he's like, yeah, he just literally gives rock star vibes. Greg was a musician, right? He plays, yeah. Because I was like, is this just Greg's ultimate form too?
Independent together.
Love that he's still rocking jorts. Why is he so smooth? More instrumental, solo, shred for me, baby doll. I was here because before I was talking about, oh, it's not always romantic things. And I was like, oh, maybe Pearl's talking about, you know, a bit more platonic stuff. I forgot about her obsession with Rose. Pink Quartz Rose Diamond. That's her full name. Seeing anything with those two immediately depresses me. As I say that, dude. Is this her learning to be part of something else, though?
Endless sea.
Oh my god, it's really sweet seeing them. I feel like they're always like at each other's throats. They're being nice to each other here.
Every step and every choice.
Amethyst is like, it's okay, you've got me too.
It's my thought, it's my words, it's my...
Independent.
They fused? Wholeheartedly the fucking lion! Sorry. Not on my bingo card. If you asked me for two people that I thought were gonna fuse, I never would have put Pearl and Amethyst on that list. Is that a thing they do?
First people to tribute like the fusion. Well, besides Garden, I guess.
Really? I feel like I just haven't.
Giant Woman song?
Is that first season?
Yeah.
Oh, what? I watched the first season. Why don't I remember that? Also, Spinell. I was thinking before, oh, like all of these songs have been so positive and uplifting from the movie. Is it nice and happy? But I forgot that I already watched her Drift Away song, which was depressing as all balls, man.
Independent together if we try.
Everyone also just gets like vocal upgrades when they fuse.
Independent together.
Wait, she has 4 arms too. Does Garnet only has 2? I feel like a lot of people I don't think Steven and Connie get 4 arms. So why does Steven and Greg get 4 arms? It's because the fusion just knew this guy is gonna want to hit some notes on the guitar. And when she fused, she also just acquired a guitar. So I wouldn't mind that. They're adorable, and it's kind of weird. It messes with my mind as well because they're like independent together, and I'm talking about them as though they're 2 people, but they're actually 4 people. Well, 2 gods and 2 people, but well, 2 gods, 1 person, and 1 half god. But I guess interestingly enough, that's kind of playing into what this song sings about too, because I'm just regarding them as their units, but they're all independent together. Or is Spinell just like, no, I've been abandoned again?
Can fly.
Love that she's riding the lion. Okay, look at that 6-pack. My god, absolutely shredded. Well, that looks evil. That ain't look so good. Yeah, he's like, oh, that's not good. Just the unceremonious split. It's just, I don't know why it's so funny to me. Bro's been flying around the sky like a suave Greek god and then just plops apart on the stage right at the end. I know I've been blurting out a huge amount of ideas as to what these songs could be about, but honestly, I kind of love that about Steven Universe because I just feel like so much stuff is up for interpretation and it genuinely makes me think about what they're trying to say. I don't know, I just feel like I engage with every single lyric of a song. Now we're on to the last one, which I feel like is deceptive. It's called the Happily Ever After song. I feel like it might be bittersweet, like there might be some sadness going on here. And I'm gonna guess that Spinell will be here too, Evil Eye. I don't know, she was like the antagonist or something, wasn't she? She was trying to mess people up. So I expect cuteness, but also the kind of cuteness that might make me tear up. I mean, look at Steven's face. This looks like the face of someone who's about to cry.
Here we are in the future.
Okay, interesting line to start with.
Future and it's bright.
See, It's gonna be one of those songs that makes me think about things, because I've talked about similar things in the past where I'm like, oh, I've always been scared of the future and things changing and like getting older and all that kind of thing. But at every point where I am was at one point the future, and each time I've gotten to it, I've been pretty happy. So it makes me feel less scared of the future. And it's really cute to hear that acknowledged right at the start. He's like, well, this is the future. It was yesterday's future, and it's good.
We've come so far. Happily ever after, here we are.
For real though, or
Thought I'd always be in my mother's shadow, answering for her crimes.
this is kind of what you were talking about before, because he's singing about his mum and living in her shadow. I feel like that's just been what's following in the entire series. Just like, oh my God, how do I make people think differently of me because my mother was evil?
Well, this is at the start of the movie, I think.
This is the start? Oh God, okay. So I was kind of right about my read about it being sad, because it's like, oh, it's happily ever after
Yeah.
for now, and then it's not. So in that case, I am definitely expecting a rug pull and a bit of a turn from the happiness to the not so happily ever after, or not so happily for now after.
A power all my own
Yeah, become your own person.
that I could feel growing stronger.
Every time he does high notes, it surprises me. I just forget.
Here we are in the future.
Yeah, I should have known everything is just a bit too happy.
I'm learning to play the bass.
Oh my God, when she played before, I didn't even register that it was a bass guitar. Sorry, a bass guitar. I'm glad they addressed that too, because before I was like, whoa, why'd she suddenly get a guitar? I didn't really peg her as the musical type, and yet here it is. Pre-planned. It's almost like they wrote a script or something.
Once upon a time, I only lived to be a pink giant.
She's also kind of learning to get out from under her shadow. That's crazy.
We became a fantasy.
God, she has a gorgeous voice.
Yes, I never left her side, and after love and loss and
I don't know if I'm wrong, but I feel like in the comments people have told me, did she used to do musical theater? 'Cause she really sounds like she's got a Broadway voice. I can so hear it.
here we are in the future.
It's so happy too, and I know that things get sad later. Forgot about that. Completely forgot about that mechanic. Diving into the lion.
Here we are.
I saved you a seat.
Hate that. Hate that a lot. Get out of his head. Was he always pink? Something changed to him? Why is he now connected to the lion or Steven or something?
Dies, and so Stephen brings him back to life with his healing powers. That's why they're both pink, because they both died and then they get brought
Who's
back.
they both died?
Like Lion and Lars, they died.
Well, that's morbid.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
nice,
so now Lars is just linked to him.
Yeah.
And now at any point, he could just have a Steven jumping out of his face, which is, I mean, I guess I'd prefer that to death, but only by a small margin. Also, this looks fucking delicious. I want it. Give me a slice.
Once upon a time, a sapphire came to earth with her.
Damn, we're getting everyone singing. I love it.
Fate was set until the ruby rushed in to hold her. Suddenly,
It's always strange to hear Garnet talk about Ruby and Sapphire like they're different people and not her as a combination.
beautiful, strange, confusing.
Yeah, I remember hearing them sing about their first fusion, and it was adorable and awkward.
Here we are in the future.
She's like, oh my God, look, the future is so wonderful, and I didn't think it would be, but now it is.
I have every idea what everyone is up to.
Yeah, it's funny hearing Garnet be like, oh yeah, I never would have guessed the future. Garnet would have never guessed what the future had in store.
You'll find her if you head to Little Homeworld. Take the walk.
So everything's adorable. It's been really sweet. I've enjoyed this. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart that shit, I hate it. It's gross and weird. Why is it posing like Macaulay Culkin in the Home Alone poster? I don't need it. I don't want my shop or food store or building to be alive and staring at me with that many eyes. What is that?
It's like a fusion of like an unknown amount of gems.
That's scary. So what you're telling me is this building that is freaky as shit is also just a combination of a bunch of gems that were...
It's just a gem.
That's just whole ass one per... I thought it was slotted in there because it was like, oh, like I live here now and I'm rooted to the ground. That's worse. So it's this giant ass, weird, freaky looking thing that is X amount of people who we don't know. Are they nice?
Yeah.
Okay. Why does it freak me out so much, bro?
Whoa! Careful, dude. Pew, pew.
Casual life saving.
3,
They're adorable.
We're about to install the new warp.
Which means Little Homeworld is 83.7% complete.
They're like rebuilding their home world here. I love that. Oh, is that what was getting destroyed before in the concert thing where all the like purple evil looking stuff was there?
Look at me.
Wish I'd had this when I first emerged.
Bro, that's so cute. They're just trying to make a better world.
Time I burst to life inside of the
Completely forgot that she just spawned into existence. She just popped out of the earth. She's like, here I am, a sentient being.
life inside of the kindergarten.
That would be so confusing.
I came out late and alone. Knew nothing but my home.
I also completely forgot that she was just like, because she was like effectively meant to be a child soldier, right? Like all these things were spawned and made so that they would come and fight in the war. And then she's just alone. So she's a manipulated war slave that was spawned just to fight. But then she comes out, her purpose isn't even there. She's completely alone on this planet that seemingly just has no sign of life. And she's like, wow, what the f am I meant to do? Every time I hear about Amethyst's backstory, it just makes me sad.
But I know now exactly who I'm supposed to be. And it's a part of this family.
That's fucking adorable. I remember finding Amethyst annoying at first, but like she's just slowly won me over.
I could just stop right here and be.
Is that foreshadowing? If I could just stop things now, oh my god, everything would be so happy, but things go on.
Finally
Feels like they're just setting us up for sadness.
here we are in the future and it's right. Nothing to fear, no one to fight.
Is this the first time I've heard all of them sing together? I don't feel like there's many songs where they all just sing.
Intro, they do.
Oh, yeah, true, the intro, yep.
No, it's the call, like that's a callback to the like.
Oh, that's so cute. This is also, again, freakishly adorable. And I'm noticing a lack of terrifying building-sized fusions. So A+ would live there.
Happily ever after.
Yeah, totally. Damn those harmonies, though. Oh, that little shift, holy f. Okay. See, watching these things and listening to these songs again, I forget that Rebecca Sugar is like a great songwriter. She's amazing. And she knows exactly what she's, well, I assume she wrote this, but she knows exactly what she's doing with harmonies and she kills it every single time. Well, that was really sweet, actually. You know, I was ready for some sadness, but I feel like maybe I got the sadness out of the way in my previous Steven Universe songs. So now I just get to reap the rewards and sit here and be happy because everything was so cute. And now I can live in denial and be like, no, nothing sad happens in this movie. It's just the movie about people learning to live together, love together, and live happily ever after, and absolutely nothing else. Spinel? Who's that? Nothing happens. It's all good. Don't worry about it. If I can live happily in blissful ignorance and not even think about anything else, then I will choose to do that, and that's what I choose to do today. So thank you, Steven Universe, for a happy, positive time. So I think you can gather that I liked that. Actually, I liked all of those songs. They were all beautifully written and really sweet, and I love that Steven Universe isn't afraid to like put some messaging into their songs because it would be really easy to make like simple cookie cutter songs that don't necessarily have all that much depth to them but still sound great and fill out the soundtrack. But they go so hard and they nail it every single time, and I love them for that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time.